Sue-Vin Kim. I'm one of the artistic directors, one of the current artistic directors, but we're very privileged to have in our group and in the house today our artistic director emeritus for 40 years, led Chamber Music Northwest to where we are today, and that is clarinetist David Schifrin. The other members of this group, we're about to rehearse for you a little bit of Mozart's Clarinet Quintet. Efe Baltacigil, who is the principal cellist of the Seattle Symphony. Sam Rosenthal on viola, who is one of our two protege artists this year. And finally, Claire Wells on violin, who was a protege artist 2 years ago, and she's a very, very big artist now. We would like to thank the Old Church for hosting us, and I know this is kind of a mix of our Chamber Music Northwest regulars and Old Church noontime attendees, and so it's great to have this big audience. And we'd also like to thank, as always, George and Debbie Olson for sponsoring this open rehearsal series. We are going to rehearse for about the next 40 minutes until about 12:45, and then we will have about 15 minutes for some Q&A. I'm sure we won't get to all of your questions, unfortunately, but we'll have a few. And it is not easy it won't be easy for all of you to hear everything we're talking about, unfortunately. I told David Schifrin that if he has any really good stories to grab the microphone next to him. But we'll try to speak up a little bit, but then if you have any questions about what we were talking about, then you can ask us in the Q&A, okay? So see you in about 40 minutes. Just for some context, first of all, the Mozart Clarinet Quintet is one of the greatest. It's not an opinion, it's just simply objective. It's one of the greatest pieces we have in Western classical music history. It really, really is. You're going to get a taste of why. You won't hear the whole piece, so you're going to have to come to the concert if you want to hear the whole piece. We might save the best part, the slow movement, for the concert. We'll see. We'll see how the rehearsal goes. What was I going to say? Oh, we had, just for a little context, we had one short rehearsal yesterday of about 90 minutes, and that was the first meeting for all of us, and we are starting with the first movement.
When's the concert? When is it? Oh, tomorrow. We have a rehearsal tomorrow too, right? Oh.
I need to mark some going as well.
But we're taking the repeat though, right?
Yes. Good. Oh, yeah.
So we're starting down low for now,
Yeah.
and then the second
Yeah.
bar 9 up bow.
Though,
That's different than yesterday,
could
right?
we, could I change my mind and do both up? Final answer?
Good change tomorrow.
Okay.
You did 2 bars on 1 bow,
Yes.
so it gives more emphasis on the 3rd bar. If you do up bow, this
Starting up bow, it's to avoid this.
Oh, good, that's how I like it.
No, it also, it avoids,
Uh-huh.
it sings.
Fifth bar.
Well,
Could you
But-
maybe just not, maybe I don't wait, like before the fifth bar? Is that okay?
Don't wait music.
must be good for me to talk about bowing.
No, it's
Because it sounds like 2 phrases. So if it can,
Connect better.
yes, that's why we're doing up bow.
but you did that this time, right? Yesterday you did up bow.
We
started
tried,
from
we
down.
went back.
Back and forth,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. When it goes there, then it can kind of die. How about Claire, bar 20? Up or down?
Up.
And
One of two.
Sam, about 27. Anything else? Our syncopation, can we try a little less clear?
Okay.
A little, I mean, we need clarity, but also it will give him a little more room to be free. If we're quite clear, then it's like he's locked in.
Yeah.
Either we're together or we're not together.
Okay.
62 is you're doing down. Yeah. And then 75 up. I think that was
Do you want to take like just a tiny bit more time at 65, just before the piano, just a little bit, or like just before the piano to just set the difference?
Or just play forte for the first half of the bum, 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 bum. Rather than do it time.
Let's try both. Can we do
Nice.
Both at the same time?
60,
That would be efficient.
61, the fortissimo?
Yes.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna do what he said.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we make it a little more phrased?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a horn part.
I like
Yeah.
the initial diminuendo from bum 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 bum.
Okay.
I mean, after the cadence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little bit of in here, which is going to be a little bit like Hall, delay across, and Sam, I find you behind Clarinet generally, so we can anticipate. I think you're being very attentive to follow Leslie.
Same and then repeat?
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if this sounds weird, but we can be not soft, but not noticeable. Like we're a sound that's everywhere, but yeah. Are we getting it?
Almost,
Did you ask me to play more?
at one point. But you're probably just listening,
Let's
sorry.
say it's just intonation. But it's still.
That's nice. Wow. Gorgeous.
What last time? With this? It's us.
Do you want to go higher? I'll play sharp.
Flute just said that one.
Yeah, 45.
Last time.
Okay.
And maybe you could, great, and maybe just a tiniest bit less.
Less sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make it a little easier.
Yeah, just a little easier.
Am I too loud?
No. Sorry, that was beautiful.
Would you like to join?
Would it be sacrilege for clarinet player to ask a question that can you vibrate on all of its cuts a lot? So it's like it's a guitar. Maybe somewhere
Okay.
this warms it up.
I got
It
some.
seems a little,
Last time. That hurt, for sure.
Second then?
How about 75?
can we actually make it like a 3-measure diminuendo rather than a swell at that point? So that we're Yeah, I think if the long notes come down pretty quick and the 16th notes don't, just don't.
Yeah, right. I think we're doing too much forte piano. The 16ths are doing too much forte piano.
Development?
Yes.
What is it?
That's where the double bar is.
development. I thought you said third movement.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Try to maybe even a little more robust to start with.
Okay.
I think
And
the
then
second bar
when
is
you went
just
all the way to
like
C major.
Okay.
we're trying to be fancy.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think about C major? Like warmer C major?
I
or
think warm and quiet and holy and
warm and holy.
yes. Yeah,
Warm and holy.
devotional.
I don't know.
Just ethereal. Yeah,
I have warm like
I'm trying to think of good adjectives.
I see where you've gotten yourself in the conundrum. Right.
so not juicy. Oh, church. Well, this is no,
Let's not
it's
speak
because
of such
it's
things.
because it determines our vibrato. Sure. Like whether we're
I think very little vibrato.
yes, okay, pure, more pure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not ready, sorry. I'm trying to attend to a little mechanical issue. Okay.
I think to get this, can we try his air, which is very tranquilo, less bow speed, and he's a little bit more like this, like a chorale.
Yeah.
That's how, yeah.
And
Well, that's
then,
a good,
sorry, just when we get to our bumps, could this be a little bit more brushy and less fresh, just in this place that we're in, key-wise? Okay.
so maybe now that everybody's down a little bit on the forte pianos, the 16th notes can taper a little bit at the end of the bar. And then is it, should we be making a crescendo or should we pseudo forte to viola on the one you love it? You forte, right? I go, oh, what do you?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a 40 piano that far.
No, on 111?
No, he has a forte piano.
You do.
I think from 111 we begin a crescendo.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as
Four bars.
on 111.
Yeah.
But that's forte in the viola.
Yes.
It,
And we crescendo.
and crescendo. Okay.
So
You know, we'll put this with Michael. It was like a cannon. That part.
no. Oh, you did.
What I request, one way.
What's that?
Make sure, I don't think I can
With the
play
tree.
much
stay really pedal. It's really, yeah. It's the harmony against.
Where from? Maybe one more.
Yeah, you want to do it again?
From 89. Or if you
Yeah,
I think here, not the diminuendo.
yeah.
89?
I loved before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was beautiful chorale.
Mm-hmm. No more.
But where are you playing?
89.
89 after the down.
Maybe I have the wrong numbers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 89, and then I have 89 again 10 bars later. So
Oh.
my part is messed up.
Oh.
Okay, you're 89.
Yeah. Okay.
We're with him.
Okay.
But you guys are landing a little.
Sorry.
Needs a little time. Those
I'm trying to just lay it
It
down.
needs a little time.
Where?
Can I do it with
When he has a 16. Into the down beats. The next note.
Sorry. Can I do it with you once, please?
Yeah, you want to do the whole sequence?
Not the whole, maybe 100? Is that a good place?
I hope I have the right 100.
It's the second bar when you come in, after you come
I
in.
think this is 99.
Try
Right,
one bar.
yeah, okay.
If you try one bar before.
Yeah,
Because he starts.
99, please.
You're
You're late, or I can slow down.
Generous bar line for me?
Yeah. Right. We'll do it again?
Yes. From altogether?
Yeah.
Okay.
99.
99.
Okay.
Sorry. I can only get. That's a breathing. Oh.
It could be the non, it's still,
111.
yeah, when it comes to this.
That was much better. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to crash your party.
Should we do, maybe play part of it, and we just
Yeah.
like play through? I
Yeah.
don't know if it's slow
Yeah.
movement or
I'd love to do some.
slow movement. Okay, so maybe we can play part of this first.
Okay.
This is your teaser for tomorrow.
Teaser for the reason.
For the freezer. Write that down, write that down.
That's it.
It's us.
it's you. So I think the beginning can be a little healthier, and then on the return.
Ah, yeah,
We'll
we'll
whisper.
pianissimo later.
Feels a little gluey, and I can't lead too much, so the eighth notes have to.
We'll come, how about Claire's responsible for feel, and you and Will just go.
Mm-hmm.
So both times, if we could lead to bar 10, and then 4 bars later come away. A little urgency, and then the 4 bars later,
Okay.
the opposite. How about bar, what?
Can we do it again?
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Can you play into it?
Okay.
So make it easier for me to come in.
Oh,
I mean, we
yeah,
talked
of
about it
course, yes.
yesterday, not to make it retard, but if you can
Okay, I didn't know that was okay.
lead with the sound.
Also, could I get a little more space that measure because I'm in this back register 29. Also, just because I have a mute and it's. Did it feel better opening?
Could you must try starting up or just to hear it once first?
You want me to play?
Opening, yes, please.
And this is probably the last thing we have time to do. Can we try Sam, who's going to follow you?
Okay.
And I'm going to follow Sam too, because
because I think you can just hear each other and feel each other better. Instead, you're playing harder. I think, but in general, I think you need to be more active because it feels, three of us are, I can feel like when you're following her, it's like a little behind us all.
Okay.
So this, I think you were just the more presence. You vibrated.
Kind of like
You didn't play open strings.
you have to lead and follow.
It was really made a big difference. So.
You said you wanted to play something else?
No, we don't have time to play something else. We have Q&A time now. So for about 10 minutes. So. So sometimes we have had more time for Q&A. Today we don't. We're going to have to stick pretty close to schedule because we have many more rehearsals following this. But who would like to go first? And you can just speak in here. We can just say it loudly and then I'll repeat your question. Okay? Yes? Only a little bit. Yes. That's 5 questions.
Is this live? Is this?
We'll let him try. So the question was, any feelings about this piece? How many times? Any kind of memorable experiences?
I don't know if this microphone is live. Is this live? No. How about now? Is it live now?
Can you turn that on? Oh, there's a switch.
Hello now? Okay. I wasn't there before. Well, this was a piece that I first played in the wrong key. Because it's in the key of A, and as a 12-year-old, I didn't have a clarinet in the key of A, so I learned it in the key of B flat at age 12 with piano. And then eventually, I got a clarinet in A, and I subsequently played this piece probably more than any other piece in the repertoire because it's the greatest one, and I've done a lot of chamber music. And if you play a number of chamber music tours, you rack up a lot of performances.
Would you say closer to 200 or closer to 500?
I would say somewhere in between. But the beauty of such a masterpiece is that it's always different than the last time, and you always hear things you didn't hear before, and you always strive to do things that you tried to do the last time and didn't quite succeed, and try to get closer the next time because it's perfection waiting to be shared.
Waiting to be what?
Shared.
Oh, okay. Making
What
sure
did-
it wasn't another SH
What did you think I
word.
said?
He did tell us yesterday we're the greatest quartet he's ever played with.
It was the greatest quartet I played with yesterday.
That's what he meant.
Oh, these guys are amazing. We were trying to come up with a great name for this quartet. What did we come up with?
We didn't, but I didn't want to put them on the spot before, but for Claire and Sam, it's the first time they're ever playing the piece.
Pretty amazing.
Okay, another question. Yes.
This is also for David. When Mozart wrote this, was the clarinet the modern clarinet, or was it a slightly different variation?
So when Mozart wrote this, was it the modern clarinet?
The clarinet in Mozart's time was an early rendition. It had 6 or 7 keys as opposed to, this has 18 keys or even more as an extra one here and there, and rings and lots of bells and whistles. and it's denser and plays slightly higher pitch. It's not exactly the same clarinet, but I would rather play it on this clarinet than on an early clarinet because I think there have been some improvements. But I love hearing period instruments play the music. It really informs what might have been in Mozart's mind and what people might have heard 200 years ago.
Did you mean the sound now on the modern clarinet is denser?
It is denser. Instruments in general are set up to play in bigger halls than they were back then, and louder, faster.
Another question? This is great when you just stand up and ask.
Okay. As you played and you stopped and you started, none of you looked like you were getting annoyed. What is happening in your minds?
Who looked annoyed? All of us?
Were you annoyed as you stopped and went and didn't,
So the question was, as we were starting and stopping and working on little details, and that she didn't say who, but that we looked annoyed. Oh, we did not look annoyed.
Oh, I thought you
I'm sorry.
said
That would have
we
been
all
more
looked
fun.
annoyed.
It would have been more fun to answer the other. Yeah.
So I guess your question is whether we felt annoyed
Yes.
inside.
This is our in front of people face. And actually, I'll just ask one more question to you. Do you mean in this group, like what we were working on, or ever?
in this group?
In this group, okay.
As you started and stopped,
Were
you getting
we
annoyed with
annoyed
each other?
Were
Or was it
any of
just
you
between
annoyed
us?
inside?
No.
You weren't getting annoyed.
That
Would you say
would
so
not
in
be
public?
the word that would come to my mind. What word come to your mind, Suvan, about how you felt about playing this?
Furious.
You mean whenever we stopped? Whenever we stopped, I was feeling, I don't know, productive. And we tried some different things, and that's always, that's the way I like to think of rehearsal, especially at this level. Now, if let's say we were all not experienced players, if we were teenagers playing this for the first time, we would not be working on these kinds of things. We would be just trying to stay in the same measure, playing the right notes. I mean, it's just the fact, it's not easy to do those things. So with this group, we were able to really jump to talk about the divine, actually, and so that is when it's really fun.
Thank you.
So, I was annoyed at one point about when we were tuning for intonation. And I was annoyed at. It's moments like that where I wonder, why did I ever play the violin? And I'm not kidding. That is what is going on. And so it's like, what the hell am I doing with my life? Playing these C sharp and F sharp, trying to play them in tune with each other. Any other? But yeah, in the back. Either.
You mentioned you played this piece when you were 12. What do you have to say to young clarinetists these days, 12, 13, beginning experiences with the instrument? What do you have to share?
Did you hear the question over here?
What to say to 12-year-old clarinetists today who are playing this piece?
Anything, their experience with the instrument as a whole.
Well, try to find a blend of being grateful for the opportunity to play music and try to be responsible to the composer who wrote these beautiful, this beautiful piece and composers who write music by being the best that you can be at your instrument. Practice sometimes so that you can improve your skills and do a lot of listening as well as playing. But do it because you love it.
Were you ever, David, do you remember when you were that age, were you ever so frustrated that you thought, I don't want to do this anymore?
Yeah, sure. David, now, if you want to keep having lessons, you're going to have to practice.
You work so hard towards perfection. Does formal wear affect your performance?
Formal wear?
Oh, okay. So he asked. He said we work so much towards perfection, and does formal wear affect
Like
our
our
performance?
concert dress?
Yeah. So do you mean, in other words, in performance?
It
Um,
shouldn't.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think the actual garb affects me one way or the other, unless it's really hot and you're wearing too many clothes, or it's really cold and you're not wearing enough. But one nice thing though is feeling that it's a special moment. So getting dressed up to just meet the occasion is important, whether it's a white tie and tails or, you know, a nice tunic or something, at least clean.
I dress up, slightly to attend concerts. That's why I do, because it feels like it's an occasion. And actually, I attend concerts less than I play concerts, so it's even more of a special occasion when I get to just attend and not play. But I'm excited when, you know, I get to go see the Boston Symphony every once in a while, and I like getting a little dressed up. And so, but I don't know. It's actually it's a very personal question, and I think a lot of musicians would say yes. I play my best with people in the audience. I don't enjoy it as much if I'm not performing, and so and I totally understand that. I don't judge them for that. For me, it makes zero difference in the way I'm trying to play, like absolutely none. So when I practice, I'm equally not nervous, but maybe self-critical and excited, both at the same time.
I was interested in knowing what's on the front of the cello where the neck is meeting the body. It looks like there's something attached on the right side of it.
What's attached to your cello?
Just to protect the instrument.
Your handkerchief?
It's just a handkerchief to protect the varnish of it, right? But why there?
How old is that varnish?
Well, but why there?
That's where it rests on your torso.
Sweat, right?
Just the friction.
Oh, even friction. Okay. So cellists are touching, which we can't really see. And cellists, you know, violinists is more obvious. Violinists and violists, we get this mark on our neck. I've seen cellists get. No, but because it is contact. I didn't realize that for most cellists, right? It's touching here, so there can be a mark there as well. So, one final question? Yes.
My question is, how do you interpret the difference, or is there one, between perfection and truth?
Did you say truth? No. Perfection and true.
Yes, because in these discussions, I hear a lot of striving toward perfection, which I understand when you're reading the score and trying to interpret as best as possible the composer's intent. Is there a difference for you between that perfection and something which rings true?
Okay.
Harder to say.
So perfection versus ringing true. Also very, very personal. It's going to get very different answers around. But anyone have, David, do you have anything to say?
I don't know. I think I'm never striving for perfection. I'm striving for always the truth and how to share what's in the music.
yes, yesterday in rehearsal, somebody asked what makes Mozart difficult, right?
I think finding a unified approach amongst 5 people as to what the truth of Mozart's intent might have been, and it's constantly changing. And, as you said, I've performed this piece hundreds of times, and you can always find a different angle. To look at a beautiful sculpture from the 17th century, and if you look at it from a different angle, oh, you see it differently. And you play this, I've played this with so many different people, and yet there's this universality to the piece, but yet it's different with every combination and in every room for every audience. And it's so multidimensional in its perfection that you can only be looking for the truth of the moment that you're in.
I really should leave it. I should leave it there, but I just have one. I have another perspective, which is the truth is what Mozart wrote. So these notes, this structure, this tempo, I mean, he wrote these things, and as long as we are, our eyes are open to it and we're aware of it, and this is a really, really hard language and art that we've spent ourselves, and you know, the instrumental skill too. And there's so much to discover, so many layers that nobody's seen all of it, right? And we can't know, we can't possibly notice everything that's going on, but if you notice them and if they come out, whether you play it loud or soft or fast or slow, that's sort of a lot of people would disagree with it, but I don't actually think it makes a difference whether it's loud or soft if we play a C-sharp minor chord in that key and it has that relationship. Then you can play it this way, you can play it that way and that way, and it's still going to have some kind of amazing effect on all of us playing and listening. But I'm kind of an idealist in that way.
How we play this music makes quite a difference, but the music itself is monumental.
And it stays, yes, the music stays the
But
same.
to make the question of truth even more obscure, this particular piece, the manuscript in Mozart's hand was lost in articulation and dynamics and tempo markings. And so the truth might have wound up wrapping somebody's fish. We're left with a couple of different published versions and music critics and musicians' notes of the times with different takes.
I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but or I don't think I've told you this, but pianist Leon Fleischer was just absolute towering giant of a musician in the second half of the 20th century, and it was quite a moment. I had a million questions I've been waiting my whole life to ask him about Mozart specifically, and we were doing a Mozart concerto together, and he invited me to a studio, and we had hours to look at manuscripts, Mozart's manuscripts, list of questions for him, and I'd ask him, what about that dot and that mark, and do you think that's a P, or do you think that the slur goes to this note, and he went like this. It actually was really a turning point in my life, because Leon Fleischer's playing, we would often describe as the truth. It had this definitive kind of quality, and he's poured his whole life into this, and the fact that
over the years about dots. Say, why are you playing that so short? Say, there are dots on those notes. I said, oh, is that what that means?
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you all so much for joining us. This was an amazing crowd, amazing listening to these musicians. I wanted to let you know we have this piece of music is being played tomorrow night at the Rehearsal and Saturday night at Reed College. Because you're here, I'm going to give you a special code if you would like to come to the Rehearsal concert tomorrow night for 50% off tickets. And so if you'd like to come, the code is 2026 OR. So this year,